Welcome back to 1982 as we continue our coverage of the Masters of the Universe toy line by Mattel. Previously, we have been checking out the original 8 figures in the line with our look at the warrior goddess Teela and the winged warrior Stratos. Now only 2 original figures remain, He-Man and Beast-Man, and today we'll be looking at the savage henchman Beast-Man, here on KREED'S Collection. Hey, welcome back to another episode of KREED'S Collection. Today we're taking a look at the savage henchman Beast-Man from the 1982 toy line Masters of the Universe by Mattel. Beast-Man is not only one of the original 8 figures, he's also one of the first 4 released alongside He-Man, Skeletor, and Man-at-Arms. In the early stages of production, Beast-Man was also briefly considered to be the main villain. Of course, this honor went to Skeletor. Definitely a smart move.
Of course they chose me, you fool! I'm the greatest villain of all time!
Beast-Man instead became Skeletor's main henchman, known for his brute strength, agility, and the ability to control many of the wild creatures of Eternia. And now that we know a bit more about Beast-Man, let's take a closer look. Beast-Man has an incredibly savage look about him with his ape-like face, long arms, and awesome horned body armor. As we get closer to his face, you can see how vicious he really is with his giant fangs and evil expression. And he has a pierced ear right here. I've never noticed that before until I was doing this review. Like all my other Masters figures, he is a soft head. He is from the first wave of 1982. The later releases all had hard heads. Now let's check out Beast-Man's armor, which is amazing. I love the horns here on the shoulder pads as well as around the collar. Looks kind of like a lion's mane, and then here on the front there's this blue design with some chains. It's really subtle, but it's pretty awesome looking. Right here you can see the chains, and then the design here almost looks like a clock. It's really strange, but pretty cool. And here's his spiked gauntlet that only he and Stratos have, since they share the same arms. As we come around to the back side of the figure, there's not much going on. You can just see that he's got a nice sculpt, making him look really hairy. His copyright information is actually below the clasp on his middle back. There you go, I had to push it up. Mattel Incorporated, 1981, made in Taiwan. Now we'll take a look at Beast-Man's included whip. The handle's right there that pops onto his hand, and the end has frayed a little, but it's okay, it still looks nice, gives it a cat o' nine tails feel. Now this whip and Battle Cat were both recycled from Mattel's previous Big Jim toy line. If you want to know a little more about that, check out my Battle Cat review. Now to put the whip in his hand, you just take the handle and slide it over the fingers like so. And there you go. It's just that easy. Now I'll go ahead and check out Beast-Man's articulation. So he's got the rubber band legs like all Masters figures. They really just stand. Spring-loaded waist for the power punch. Shoulders go up and down, and the head can turn left and right. And that is it. That covers all of Beast-Man's articulation. And here's a better look at that power punch, which still works perfectly. And now for our He-Man size comparison. Even though Beast-Man's a little bit smaller than He-Man, he's probably the only villain in the first wave who even has a chance against the most powerful man in the universe. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my toy review for Beast-Man from the 1982 toy line Masters of the Universe by Mattel. There's really something special about Beast-Man. I don't know if it's his red armor or his orange fur or the blue accent coloring that he has, but it just all comes together and makes a really complete, awesome figure. And since he was the 3rd figure I got after He-Man and Skeletor, he is definitely one of the OGs of my collection. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a thumbs up. And if you have any thoughts, please leave a comment. I love reading and responding to them. And while you're at it, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. I'd really appreciate it, and it would help my channel grow. I review a toy for my vintage collection every Wednesday. So hope to see you next week and every week after, here on KREED'S Collection.